before you wait 運の壁夢は見るもんじゃない叶えるもんだ傷だらけになっても諦めない信じた道それが望む世界だ進めてI love my way ボケのような日常正解も間違いもないそうさ自分したスペシャルなオリジナルで奇跡を起こそうぜ何度でも立ち上がるさ無限に続く次元二度とない日々でみんなを笑顔に変えて Go away 輝いた未来つかめどんな暗闇もこの手で光照らしてみせる飛び出して見たことない世界へ後悔はしないで駆け抜けて振り子のように描き出そうスマイルしたら俺らどうしよういつでも全身で俺らのスタイル抑えきれない胸の高鳴りを次の世界へぶつけてゆこういつまでも日々やあの場所へ君やどんな壁も飛び越えて Glory days 道なき道突き進め迷うことないぜ希望の光を追いかけてこれからも終わりのない旅路で遠回りしたってくじけたって無駄なんて一つもないんだけ
We made our way out of long, long darkness, and we made it this far, such a long road. So let's go, shining all the way. Oh, we're on our own path now. We can take it anywhere that we wanna go. Woo-hoo. Sweet songs of love. Oh, can we hear it too? I see you right there smiling back at me too.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Turn down the iPod just a little bit. All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. We are back with Jordan Sparks' Adventures in Vegas for my friend's bachelor party, and I'm VTubing right now because I just cannot be bothered to look presentable for the camera tonight. So yeah, I'm going through our photos from trip I took to Vegas 2 years ago. It was my first and so far only trip to Vegas, and the last time I was in the United States. And it was for my friend, like I said before, it's for my friend Alex's bachelor party before he got married. And rather than go to what everybody thought we were going to do, or thought we were going to do, of like go to hookers and blow, we did not do any of that. Instead, we went to EVO, and we just hung out at EVO for like 3-4 days. And then there was a whole lot of drama about flights getting canceled because of the CrowdStrike glitch. And then it was the EVO trio and the groom's brother. Just us. And it was a nice time. And I'm just going through all my photos because I haven't gone through them in like 2 years. So, yeah, thought I'd do this in order to get myself motivated to do all this stuff. Because it's been 2 years since I've been trying to like get the motivation to do all these things. And, yeah. So let's get started. Oh yeah, so we went through this towards the end of the last stream. Yeah, seeing the different stuff in the big EVO arcade here. And by the way, all of this is free with entry to EVO. You do not have to pay for it, and it's all free play. And then, yeah, and then so there is lots of games. I was saying, like, there's all sorts of unknown gems here that you probably have never even seen or even never knew before. Like, did you know that there was a Half-Life arcade game? And you just, like, go and shoot people. Did you know there's a Left 4 Dead arcade game that Valve never released over here? You know, oh, there's all... stop doing that. So there's all sorts of weird oddities that you find through events like this. So let's get to editing. All sorts of really cool stuff. But I do really want to get through this because basically I realized that I am extremely behind trying to get my photos done through just the stresses of life. And the, yeah, so there's like this from EVO 2024. I did Anime North 2025 already, so that was how I started photo streaming, like late last year, early this year. And then I still need to do Otakuthon 2025 photos, as well as photos from this year's Anime North. So this is a good way to motivate myself to get these done. Hey, Mark Comics, what's up? Probably see you a lot in here, going through all these photos. Yeah, how you doing, man? A lot of these photos are what I like split up from you and Alex and just went on my merry way by myself. Because I know I am not the easiest person to stick with when it comes to conventions, and I take like no offense when people just abandon me because I'm just like, yeah, I want to take photos and I also want to check out like random stuff, and I take no offense if people get tired of that and say no. Just doing a Phantom Brigade. Yeah, you've mentioned Phantom Brigade before, and I have heard of it. It's like a giant robot thing, right? Because if it is up my alley. And you have to tell me all about it. Also, is my sound good? You can hear me fine. The music's not too overwhelming. I can turn it all down or turn things back up. Oh, it's simultaneous turn-based tactics with giant robots. I am in. I'm pissed at you for not bringing it to my attention sooner, man. I'm kidding, but yeah, it's, you know, anything giant robot is immediately on my radar. Yeah, I'm not even sure if you saw any of this, Mark. Did you see, like, the Half-Life game and the Left 4 Dead arcade game? Because I know, like, we split up and I just went on my merry way doing all sorts of stuff. It seems okay, but I have game audio on my end, too. Okay, that's okay. Also, let me know if, because, yeah, let me know also, because you said last stream that I was, that the buffering rate or something was going on. So apparently I found out that there was something wrong with the stream. And I sort of figured it out, I think. So this is my first stream since we had that buffering issue. So maybe not it got fixed. So if it does happen again, let me know, because I can start checking to see if there's any sort of caution message I get. Because it's like, when it happened, I thought it was just like, you might have internet problems, but somebody else was saying it too. And I realized there was a, oh, okay. Well, no, but there actually was an issue. It wasn't you. There actually was an issue, and I was getting a, like, warning, not quite an error message, but like a warning message about something overloading. And it was just something with the settings. I think that got messed up when it got updated, OBS. So I had to, like, mess with that, but I just haven't streamed to test out if I fixed it properly. Oh yeah, 2XKO. I have, like, zero interest in this game. I really feel I should, as it's a fighting game, but, like, I have, like, negative zero interest in League of Legends, unlike a lot of people, so I haven't really touched this at all since it's beta. Yeah, let me know, because I don't really... It's, like, the thing is, like, for me, when that error happens, the one that was showing up before, nothing actually says it's wrong on my end. So like the thing does not tell me it dropping frames. It tells me the connection is fine. It says everything is normal. It just has that thing about this small little error message about something overloaded. But everything else shows up fine. So I don't actually know what's happening. I only really see it if I look hard enough. Yeah. But yeah, when you and Alex were like running around doing stuff, I just did my own thing, and I just I was like, I'm documenting everything here. and I had a great time with you guys too. But that's what I was doing whenever I like wandered off and did stuff. All right. It's like that was like the second 2XKO cabinet, but this one was not closed off, which I don't know why they closed off some and not others for 2XKO. But that was a weird game. I think it flopped. At least that's the reports. But I mean, like it was okay. I feel like I should like it because it feels very Marvel vs. Capcom-esque, but it just did not grab me, dude. Okay. This is Puyo Puyo Sports, which I actually didn't try, and I kind of wish I did. Okay. This is a documentation of what EVO was like literally right before it became a Saudi slush fund. EVO, the funny thing is, EVO was last week, or this past weekend. And I started doing these EVO photos last week, on stream. I had no clue that EVO was even happening that week, man. I was like, what was it, like Wednesday or Thursday? I found out somebody posted something about EVO, and I was like, EVO is this week? I had no idea. I thought it was in July, like, because it was July, right? I can't remember the exact date it was when we went to EVO in 2024, but I can swear it was like mid-July. This thing doesn't feel right about this. Oh yeah, you're right. I can see through the photo metadata. Well, the time's probably messed up. Yeah, July 19th. So yeah, it was mid-July. So it was early this year for some odd reason. The times are off because I have a combination of my photos from my phone and my DSLR up here. My DSLR was not updated with the right time, so whenever I get to like the photos for my my phone, it'll probably give me like around the right time. Okay. There's Marvel 2. Gonna take you for a ride. Yeah. I definitely played a little bit of Marvel 2. I have this genetic predisposition where if Marvel 2 is in the area, I have to play it. It's a problem. and I mean that literally. Like when I was a kid, back when I was a kid and growing up, there were some places where you'd have a loose arcade machine somewhere in like the corner of like a pizza shop or a restaurant or like some sort of public space, and anytime there was a Marvel versus game, especially if it was Marvel 2, there was nothing that could have kept me from that machine. So I was definitely always into that, and that has not changed. It's a little bit better now because, like, with home gaming, you can just I have Marvel 2. in like 2 or 3 different ways, and Marvel 3. So I'm not that bad, but let's just say when I know Marvel is in the vicinity, it gets real bad. All right. Oh yeah, Chaos Code. I have this on digital. It's like a small little anime fighting game. Oh, I just added the song to the playlist. Um, yeah, so like it's like a small little fighting game. It's not bad. Is it great? No, but it's honestly like a pretty good mid fighting game. I know lots of people haven't heard of it, and I don't know this. I have no clue what that is. Some anime bullshit. And then yeah, I don't know what these are. Oh, I don't know what this is, but so this is a funny little thing. It's called X Arcade. It's some sort of thing where people actually like make a bunch of small indie fighting games from like Japan or whatever, and they just like put it onto a cabinet, and you can sort of not just fighting games, but indie Japanese games, and they just like you're able to play it. There's a place that sadly shut down like last week or the other week called Antisocial Pinball Arcade. It was a wonderful magical place where you could pay like $20, you get free play, and there's like all sorts of pinball games and arcade games, and one of the arcade games was this X Arcadia, and they had 4 different games on it. 2 of them were fighting games and 2 of them were like bullet hells. I didn't even realize that was on that. Yeah, unfortunately that place, Antisocial, shut down, and I had no idea until like I think either the day of or the day before that it shut down that it was shutting down. And then I went for one last time to support the owner because he's a cool guy, and also just to like experience one more time because man, there was nothing like it. And I'm really sad it's gone. If you go and Google like right now like Antisocial Pinball Arcade, the website's still up, and you can see some pictures of it. It was wonderful, and I wish it was supported enough that it's still there. I was hoping to take some people there like soon, and then I found out it was closing. I think this was one of the games they actually had on the arcade that I was telling you about at Pinball at Antisocial, because I remember this character. I think it might be the same game. I don't really know. I don't remember the name of the game too. It was like either Axel City or something else, and I don't know. Feel the power and the music in your soul. All right. You know, photography is something which I would love to do more professionally, but it involves like I have done it professionally, but it involves like having it is another X Arcade definition. It involves having a whole lot of lenses that are all like several $100s each and have specific uses, and I'm just like, I don't do photography enough to do that enough, but I can use tools like Lightroom to compensate for that with just my basic lens. Give me like 2 seconds. All right. Show Saizo. I have no clue what game that is. But I think the X Arcadia stuff is interesting now that I know about it. I didn't think I'd know about it back then. See some interesting indie experiences from the Japanese. Or at least I think it's from Japanese. I don't actually know too much about X Arcadia, but yeah, I would say, you know, look up more about these dudes. Power to the Exa. Actually, did I even get that? I did. This is, shoot, I don't know my Guilty Gear very much. I think this is Senkisuke? I am so not well versed in Guilty Gear. It's kind of insane. I just know that some of the designs, and I know about Soul Bad Guy, and I know about like a few other characters. Like my favorite's Ramlethal, just because she's cool, and she also reminds me of my favorite character from Blaze Blue, which is new. But I know nothing about Guilty Gear, man. I just know the game looks great, designs are cool, and yeah. This is some apt fighting game music to be playing right now. I feel like I messed this picture up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Copy this and maybe this. Oh, okay, yeah, I think this. I feel like this picture actually came out a little bit better. Okay, so let's get. I reject that one. Keep that one. So this one I took a picture of because I swear I have seen it before somewhere, and I just had no clue what it was still. But I think I took this or something else to like remember what it was so I could like look into it later, and I never did. Oh yeah, fun little story about when I was in Vegas for this. I think it was like in day one, which was like this day. I'm not sure if maybe it was the heat or something, but my camera completely spazzed out in the middle of the show. And I was like scared very much that I had none of the photos I had taken over like the past half a day or most of the day had actually saved. And I was so like, I had to like literally rush back to the thing, because every time I tried to look at my old photos, my entire camera would throw an error or something, and I was like, oh no, is my camera like either busted, or is like my card busted, or like I've been taking photos for nothing for like hours and hours. And I had to like go back to the hotel, take out like my backup laptop, or not my laptop, it was like my backup tablet, because I don't think I brought my computer with me. And I was like desperately trying to see if my thing would read it, and it came back with like all the photos. I was like, oh, thank God. So I didn't lose all my photos, but I had to like take like half an hour to back them up onto the limited space of that machine, and then like come back. And it was very much a scary moment, which doesn't sound very scary, but it was to me. You know what? If I blow it up, it's gonna like make that screen like really bright, because yeah. You know what? Let's try and mask it. Oh, right. Where's my mouse? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I love arcade machines, man. If there was not a like, if there wasn't like basically a non-existent market in North America for arcade machines right now, I would definitely just consider just becoming an arcade machine maker, or not an arcade machine maker, but like a maker of arcade games. I don't really like working on them like on a technical level, even though I can, but I like designing these, because it comes from my training as an artist, where we just make a bunch of this interactive art stuff with like stuff you're supposed to put into a gallery, and I feel like arcade machines are kind of like a public version of that. So I would love to, and I've actually had this conversation with someone a while back, because somebody was asking me about like fixing arcade machines. Okay, then that looks a little bit better. All right, there we go. And if we can see, you want to see the difference before, after. There we go. Power of photo editing, everybody. All right. No. Put it back where it was. There we go. All right. Move on. Speaking of photo, you can't. Oh yeah, I'm not on camera this time. But I'm drinking. I'm drinking tea in a cup that's shaped like a photography lens. But I got like right by a I got from my family right before I left. It does make that guy look significantly more bald, unfortunately. Yeah, you are right. I did not realize that. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, I exposed your bald spot. Forgive me. It was all for the it's for the sake of and love of photography and fighting games. It's a necessary sacrifice. All right. Yeah, this is a bunch of people just in the arcade space. And I actually really like photos like this. I know everybody knows me for like cosplay photography, but I like photos like this specifically, and I usually take a lot of them every now and then because it's not really enough for me to like make a like a bunch of cosplay photography and whatever. Like, it's not really enough for me when I go to an event like this. I like to document like what is it like to be there right now. And yeah, like cosplay and stuff is like a big part of it, but it's like, what are the people doing? How are people getting along? Like, what's going on? And what happened at this moment in time? And I find a lot of photo albums for like events like this, like they don't do that. They just sort of post the highlights. I like to see like the good, the bad, the ugly, the different types of, oh god, we got a spam bot. Yeah, Mod, can you take care of that? Yeah, so it's, yeah, so I like seeing, like, different types of, things that just show, yeah, thank you very much for taking care of that, Mark. Yeah, so I like just showing people, like, what was it like to actually be in that spot? Not just the highlights, not just, like, the main attraction, but, like, what was it like to physically be there? And I like taking photos like this, trying to give people an understanding of like, yeah, this is what it was like to being at EVO. You got to see this arcade and people just playing and enjoying themselves and having a time. Funny enough, I actually have a photo, a photos that album. I'm not sure if I ended up finishing it, but it was like right before the pandemic in like 2019. No, 2019 or 2020? Yeah, no, 2019. It was the day that the Toronto Raptor basketball team had its parade to celebrate like their win of like the basketball championships, and I took so many photos of just the crowd. Like, I took photos of like the parade too, but like the crowd, like all these people on like literally on buildings and like on like places that they probably shouldn't sit. It was like really interesting to see like what was it like for Raptors Mania around that time, and I don't think that's ever gonna get replicated ever again. I should release that photo album at some point. I feel like that's, even though that's not a cosplay album at all, but I feel like it's one of the more interesting albums. And yes, this. Okay, so this. I have to explain what this is. Because this is the Fist of the North Star arcade game. And I have a unique history with this because Fist of the North Star is an anime. And if you are familiar with Fatal Fury, the City of the Wolves game that just came out, the main character of that game, Kenshiro, is actually added to that game. And like literally a few days ago. And so this is a game where you play as Kenshiro, and for a first-person perspective, where all these little things, they move, and they move in front of you, and you have to punch them, sort of like a mix of like whack-a-mole and Simon Says with punching. And so I will edit this photo, but I also want to show you the video, and I did, unlike last time, get the audio to work, because I have to show you just what the hell this is, because my history with this game is that I went to the Canadian Actual Exhibition when I was a kid, and they had a tent with arcade games every year, they used to, and this was there, and for years, I never knew what it was, and I never saw it ever again, and I had so much fun playing it. And I always wondered in the back of my mind what it was until about a few years ago when I decided to do some like crack research and like figure out what it was. And when I came to EVO and I found out they're having this big arcade thing with fighting games and stuff like that, and like arcade games, this arcade area, I was like, you know what? This would be the place for me to potentially see this game again. And sure enough, it was there. I came to that arcade space literally looking for this thing. And it was there, and I was shocked, and I was hyped, and I played it on about at least 2 or 3 times. But yeah, so let me try and find the video of this, because this game is amazing. It literally, its existence inspired me to buy Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star for Switch, and which I actually do occasionally use, and it is fun, and it does make you work up a sweat. Let me see if I can find the videos. Is it here? No, that's like from other stuff. Oh, this is the video I took of somebody else playing it. I think this is the same guy. Oh, encoding. Oh, it's getting stuttery. Okay. Encoding overload is consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Interesting. So it's still causing issues, eh? I'm gonna have to do more research and figure out why it's overloading like that. Well, there's not really much I can do right now. I thought I fixed it. I'm gonna try and just change one thing, and then hopefully it works, and I don't have to do it again. Alright. It might end up messing up in a second. Yes, okay, because it says no dropped frames. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do more research and see like what's going. Maybe just change the rate control. Okay, I'm just messing with the settings. Okay, let me know if it's getting any better. I just messed with the settings a little bit. It's like not even using any of my CPU. It's like barely touching like the percentage of CPU. This computer should be beefy enough to handle this. So, I don't know. But we'll figure it out. Hopefully it stabilizes in a second. Well, I'm gonna have to do more research and figure out why the stuttering is happening. What if I, like, actually, like... Okay. Hopefully this should be better. But anyway. Yeah, so if I go over here, you'll see that, like, this game is like this. Yeah, so gonna turn back the music. Yeah, so you'll see here, like, that game is just literally like you punch these little things that keep moving, and you have to hit them right when they glow, not when they show up, which means you have to. There's a lot of timing involved too. And I know that where is it? I know Mark put like recorded me playing this. I have to try and find it. Oh, yes, here it is. There we go. Alright, so... Let me just turn off Nightbot. This is how I played it, and man, it is very exhausting to play, and I love it so much, and I wish I owned it. Oh, like a fool, I didn't use the little, punch grips. Because, man, that actually hurts your hand. I used to move my raw fists, and, that was not a good idea. My childhood martial arts training unlocked around this. Fighting for my damn life here.
Hell yeah. That's the first Zed.
Yeah, I think there was like the same, like some guy was also there. Like there, I tell like please just take a video of me doing this. Okay. Wait, you're saying that the stream is kind of frozen? Okay, let me just try and figure something out. Can't change that until I stop streaming. Let's try this. Okay, give me like a 1 second to try and figure out what's going on with the thing.